Hey guys, alright, so I decided to make a video on how to DPS as an SM. This is Aion version 4.9 and I'm gonna explain all the skill sets you got and what rotation you're gonna use to get the most out of your class. Basic reason I'm gonna do this because I usually see a lot of Spiritmasters in instances when I'm on my outs that do not output as much damage as they should produce. And that's the way I like to show the correct rotation, so it might help someone. And of course, if someone got some suggestions on the matter, you can please feel free to comment on the section below. So these are the stigmas you're gonna use. Basic stigmas you're gonna use for DPS on 4.9 are these. We're gonna start with your Fable stigma is Infernal Blight. Is a debuff on the target that also works on bosses. Your major dot is Infernal Pain. You're gonna use Magic Implosion Dispeller and dot as well. Cyclone of Wrath, Wilderness Rage, Big Nuke, and the debuff Course of Magic Power. All of this combined is gonna give you Spirit Bundling. Basically the best buff you got. This is the Vision Stigma that will last for 2 minutes, giving you 200 magical accuracy, 200 magic boost, 500 magic suppression, an increase on HP by 30%, 10% speed, and magical attack by 10%. The trick about this is that you're going to lose your spirit when you cast this. So you're going to want to using this in connection with sympathetic mind, right? And in order to use this, you're gonna have to have a spirit summoned already. So what you want to do is you're gonna have to keep this skill active all of the time and not use it in any way. Summoning a clarity is the skill that removes all the cast time for summoning skills. That's basically for summoning a spirit. So you're gonna want to have this skill free and not use it, for example, to cast Wind Servant or whatever else you might want to do. You're going to have to keep this skill free and use it when you want to summon a spirit, quickly activate Sympathetic Mind, and then pop your Vision Stigma Spirit Bundling. The reason you want to do this because you are able to have Sympathetic Mind on you all of the time, whereas this skill can only be activated for 2 minutes and then it has 3 minutes cooldown. So you're always gonna have 1 minute space where this skill is not activated, and will kind of decrease your damage for a bit. So you want to keep being able to have this skill up as much of the time as possible. And I'm gonna show you the rotation to do that. So in addition to that, these are the dots you're going to be using. Some of those are stigmas, some of those are normal skills. And the rotation is as follows. Your dots are your basic skills. These are the most important skills of the Spiritmaster. These are the skills that will output the most damage out of your class. It's not the skills like Weaken Spirit or Vacuum Choke. These are not dots. These are these are casting skills that will not output as much damage. They're not your main source of damage like your dots. Your dots are more powerful than these skills. So you're only going to use these as a as a way of filling your empty time when you're not going to be casting your dots. So here we go. Things you want to do first, besides loading up your scrolls and buffs, is you want to have a spirit outside. So you can use Sympathetic Mind. And like I said, the fastest way to start is to have this skill free. So you're gonna pop Summoning a Clarity, so you can cast your spirit in 0 time instead of waiting for this casting time. This is always time lost in the game. And when you're DPSing, you don't want to have that between times that your spirit bundling is going to run out, and you want to recast Sympathetic Mind by having a spirit outside. So at that particular point, you're going to have Summon a Clarity available. So you're going to pop this, choose whatever spirit you might like best for the cause. Like it's going to be Water Spirit for Runadium, or any other spirit for any other instance you might want to choose. It's always a different spirit that you're going to use for the instance it's accorded to. Okay, so when you got your Water Spirit cast out, you're going to want to pop Sympathetic Mind, and then as fast as possible Spirit Bundling. So now the spirit's gone, and you can focus on loading dots and skills on the target. First of all, you're going to use Magic Implosion. That is a dot that will debuff the target and will also give it a dot damage. After this, you're going to want to pop Infernal Blight, Curse of Magic Power that is going to debuff the target to 500 magic boost and give you a lot more damage with these two dots, Infernal Pain and Cyclone of Wrath. Following this, you're going to come up with Sandblaster. Sandblaster stays active, is an AoE and stays active for a lot of time, so you don't have to be watching of it. You're just gonna want to pop it and just forget about it. Don't use it all the time. After this, you're going to want to use Erosion. I have it on this place because of PvP reasons. And after Erosion, your dots are pretty much used, and you want to be filling your time with these skills. Weaken Spirit, Vacuum Choke. You're going to want to use your Wilderness Rage, which is a very good damage skill nuke, and it's got 30 seconds cooldown. So you're gonna want to load this on 3rd level. Always do not bother with these first 2 levels. So the rotation is as follows: Magic Implosion, then you're gonna go Infernal Blight, Curse of Magic Power, load Infernal Pain, Cyclone of Wrath, Sandblaster, and Erosion. Then filling time with Weakened Spirit. You notice that your nuke is free again. You're gonna pop it, absorb damage. Now you're gonna notice that your spirit bundling is running out. So before this happens, you're gonna want to activate this, summon a spirit again, and load Sympathetic Mind again, so you have it for the next 1 minute that this is in cooldown. And you're starting over again. Magic Implosion, Infernal Pain, Cyclone of Wrath. Don't forget to keep your spirit on the target, attacking all the time, right? Sandblaster, Erosion, and now fill your time. Whenever your nuke is active, you're gonna want to use your nuke instead of these 3 skills. So go on that, and always keep an eye on these 2. You see now that Cyclone of Wrath is active, so I'm not gonna prefer using Weakened Spirit or Vacuum Choke instead of this. So I'll pop this. This is active now. Notice that these skills weren't active before, that's why I use this. Now Infernal Pain is active, and I'm not gonna follow the same route because now I got Magic Implosion, but if I pop this, you see that Infernal Pain is gonna wear out. So you're gonna have an eye on the dots that are loaded on the boss. Most important of which is gonna be Cyclone of Wrath and Infernal Pain. You don't want to be dispelling these with your own debuffs. Unless they're of course on the last seconds of their use, so this only lasts for a couple of seconds, 8 seconds, and you see it's wearing out. So you might want to be able to dispel it before it reaches 0 seconds, so you get some extra damage from your dispeller. Alright, so that's the basic rotation. You're gonna use these. After a while, if you want, you can just put the skills in the same order, so you remember what to use. Use your nukes. And now I got no dots free, so I'm gonna pop these. Always keep an eye on your mana. You can either use this or Backdraft to get your mana back. Keep your skills and shields up. Now you see my spirit bundling is free again. I'm gonna pop it and I'm gonna lose my spirit and go on over from the start. Dispeller, loading my dots again. And always keep an eye on your dots. These are the most important damage dealers, not these here. So you're gonna want to be able to pop these as soon as possible. Then spend your time on nukes or other skills. Always remember that these are more important than vacuum choke and weaken spirit and whatever. So keep doing this rotation until the end, until the boss is dead. Now, okay. Now about your 4k DP. You got a 4k DP named Curse Cloud. Is a very strong dot that lasts for quite some time, for about a minute, and it deals a lot of damage. It's a big damaging dot. So when is the ideal point of casting this? Well, you're gonna want to cast this right after all your debuffs. That being said, it's basically a stronger dot than Infernal Pain or Cyclone. So you wanna always be casting this when your debuff Curse of Magic Power is activated, because this will give you 500 magic suppression on your target for 15 seconds. So within these 15 seconds, you want to cast Curse Cloud, then Infernal Pain, then Curse. Basically, you have 3 stronger dots on the target. So what you're going to do is, well, Infernal Blight is not available right now, but it's going to be when you be fighting. So I'm going to cast this. I'm going to use that supposedly. Then I'm going to cast Curse of Magic Power. I'm going to pop Curse Cloud and then go on with Infernal Pain and the other skills as follows, right? It's the same thing. And try to cast that, because it's an AoE dot. Try to be casting this as soon as multiple targets spawn or ads are out, or I don't know, whatever other ads are available outside, so you can load this on multiple targets and not the boss only. Alright, that's basically most of it. In case I'm forgetting something, just feel free to comment below the video, and thanks for watching. Bye.